Hey everybody, welcome to Impossible Coin. My name is Brian Cartwright. I am joined by Tegan Somerset.
Yes, you are.
And Rocky Hardy.
This is also true.
Yep. I think that recent format would dictate that it's at this point I do some kind of bit about how we live in a world where it's an ongoing apocalypse and we eat ostrich meat, but I'm just not there. So please forgive me.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, how are y'all doing?
I'm chill, man. Got my nachos. I'm working out a bit more. I'm playing a lot of Apex. It's weird. I haven't played shooters in a long time. I'm playing a lot of Apex. I'm working through ranked.
Okay.
I kind of dig the rank system.
Okay.
The way that it works is that instead of standard MMR, where you have to fight for every point, the way that Apex works is that whenever you play a ranked match, you essentially have a buy-in to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get points based on your performance, kills, assists, count the same, and how long you stay in the game.
Right.
So let's say you have the game of your life, right?
Right.
And you kill literally everyone and you win the game, then you'd get something like 690 points plus multipliers, I guess. And you would basically go up a rank and a half by yourself.
Okay.
But at the bronze level, which is where everyone starts, there is no buy-in to play the match. So you just get to nickel and dime your way into silver. There's 4 ranks of bronze, and as long as you get kills, you start filling up your bar and you get closer and closer to silver. And then when you get to silver, now you have a buy-in, which is 12 points, which is a little bit more than a single kill. So if you drop in and you kill someone but then you die immediately, then you won't be able to pay off your buy-in. But there is something called tier deterioration protection or whatever. So once you get to the bottom of silver, if you have 0 points left, even though it's a 12-point buy-in, the game will give you your 12 points to make sure that you don't fall back into bronze. So the downside is that you'd be hard stuck in silver, but the thing is you wouldn't be yo-yoing between high bronze, low silver. You just have the room to figure out this is how I play in silver, and then you can progress or whatever and do the same thing, essentially. So I really like how it gives a bridge for people to get used to ranked play, and then it sets clear goals for whatever you're supposed to do. So for example, in silver, you want to average either 2 kills or a kill and assist or 2 assists per game, or make a habit to stay above the bottom 10 groups. So if you make it and you're one of the last 10 groups, you will always make your point buy-in, and then everything else is gravy. Or if you drop in and you get your 2 kills, you get used to solidifying, I can pick up 2 kills whenever I want, then that's where you can continue to grow and develop skills to progress into gold, where the number gets a bit higher, and players do get better because now everyone's used to getting those 2 kills per match, and the competition increases, but you have clear actionable goals every time you drop onto the map.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds a lot more targeted and less treadmill-y, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
This kind of makes me want to talk a little bit about the changes to Hearthstone's ranked system.
For sure.
For years, Hearthstone's ranked system was kind of this hellscape.
Sure.
I thought it was mostly a hellscape.
Hearthstone is a fun game, but ranked suffered from a lot of the general problems that ranked games can have.
Right.
Yeah. So the way it worked was there was ranks 1 to 25 and then individually ranked legends beyond rank 1. The issue was that with each individual rank having 5 stars, meaning a cumulative total of 5 wins required in order to advance to the next rank, it was this like incredible grind. And then what would happen at the beginning of each month is they would drop you back 5 ranks from wherever you ended the last month.
That's real Sisyphean. Is that the right adjective?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And so in April, they went to bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And gave each one 10 levels, but only 3 stars. And awarded stuff like win streak bonuses on stars. And started like handing out rewards on ladder whenever you would do stuff like hit your personal best on ladder. Like, hey, you got higher on ladder than you ever have before, so here's a bunch of like dust and packs and things like that.
Yeah. It sounds like just like a coat of paint on like a broken system though, right?
Well, a problem that Hearthstone had every month was that the first of the month would roll around and everybody would know like what kind of hellscape that they had to do if they wanted to get back up there in rank.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you enjoy several weeks of ranked being flooded with nothing but just the most aggro fast decks possible.
Right, because they want to get out of the grind.
Exactly. So it didn't matter what is actually the best balanced decks. It was like people were like, fuck it. Like the most important thing to me is this deck fast?
Mm-hmm.
And so like you would go in with this like carefully constructed control deck that you had built, or even like a tempo deck, or even an aggro deck that isn't just like ridiculously super fast, and just get fucking housed unless you were like playing like the same like 2 like hunter decks and like 1 warlock deck. And one of the things that they did was to say like, do you do that? Is this what you do? Are you playing the same like ridiculously fast super hunter deck over and over again, or the same ridiculously fast warlock deck over and over again? Congratulations. What we're going to do is we're going to pair you up against players who are doing the same.
The same fucking thing. Ha-ha, sucker.
Right.
It's Hearthstone jail, I guess.
Yep. The instituting of Hearthstone jail made ladder a lot more pleasant.
Mm.
Stuff like the star bonuses. They made like 2 different kinds of rewards.
Okay.
There was the you've achieved a personal best for the first time reward.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, did you just hit this threshold this month reward? Which is like pretty cool. You know, you made it to Platinum 5 for the first time. Like, great. Then we're going to stick this in your chest at the end of the month. Versus like, oh, you made it to Platinum 5 again. Like, here's a reward. Like, so like, making sure that there's incentive to stay at it. Making sure that there's a greater likelihood that you're going to encounter interesting matchups on ladder.
Okay.
I know that because I do not play the same 200 decks in Warlock deck, that like I'll see a few of them, but I'm not going to encounter that nothing. I'm not going to like see that nonstop on ladder, which is nice now. Which means I can do shit like play like Highlander Spell Shaman, which is like weird and silly, and have a chance of like running into other people who are also doing like weird, strange decks. So, I'm so sorry, Rocky, because I think we were sitting around talking about fucking Apex, and now that I've somehow managed to turn this into Hearthstone talk, like Hearthstone has been in the last 90 to 120 days been more pleasant to play than it has been for years. Period.
That's a big deal, man.
Yeah. It has been the most like I'm sorry, baby shit like I can recall from a video game in a long time. Like they knew how much of their player base was like totally alienated, and like how much people had just like walked away from the game. And they're like, okay, what if we like got back to fundamentals and then like figure out like what fundamentals were broken? So like let's go back to the stuff that was good and figure out what shit was always broken. And
it also helps that like Runeterra's out and like MTG's actually getting their shit together.
Yeah, nothing helps you prepare a better meal than someone eating your lunch. You know, it's shown, and I have enjoyed it. So like, Rocky, so you've been playing a lot of Apex.
Mm-hmm.
I've obviously been playing a lot of Hearthstone. How are you doing with Animal Crossing?
I'm doing alright. I think there are a couple more inclines I want to put in. There's definitely one bridge I want to do. I'm pretty happy with my villagers. I have a couple more outdoor areas. I actually made an outdoor crafting area this week. And then I added a speaker to like my grill out area. I don't have the right benches yet to put around my fountain. But what I ended up doing is kind of turn like the fountain to like a impromptu lecture area. Like I put a podium out there.
Oh.
And I put classroom bench seating.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So like someone could sit at the podium and give like a speech or whatever, and then people could sit around. I did a little bit more work on the beach like bonfire area. I'm still growing more mums, and I don't think I'm gonna leave them there because I have that flower area like on the northeast like edge of my island. And I think what I'm gonna do is that once I have an acceptable amount of flowers there, like once it fills up, I'm gonna just start transplanting them all over the place. And I do want to do some sort of arena. Like the lazy one that I had before was that I had like a soccer arena up there. Like I just put the goalposts, I drew some lines, I put some benches around. Now that I have like a bunch of patterns from Sable, I took like some outdoor benches and put patterns on them.
No.
So that they have colors as if they were like home and away team sides.
Ah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. And then I have like a meditation nook where I put my bamboo around a small pond. I got a bamboo stool DIY recently, so I've been making those and scattering them around the island. I really like the smoked bamboo, like the look of it. It looks very rustic. I'm happy with it. My orchard's still my orchard. It's pretty big at this point. I don't think I'm going to make it bigger because I like where my Paper Mario Star Spirit observation area is.
Right.
And I don't want to put that anywhere else. And the orchard as it stands makes about $75,000 whenever I cash it out. So, like, I don't think I need more pocket change on a 3-day basis.
Okay, so orchards.
Mm-hmm.
Orchards and money trees.
Mm-hmm.
Are both of y'all separating your orchards by fruit type, or do either of you have a mixed fruit orchard?
My orchard is, like, loosely separated. Most of it's at, like, my top row is, like, mostly oranges. My bottom row is mostly pears.
Mm-hmm.
But they both bleed into, like, cherries and whatever the other fourth fruit is. And then I have a separate orchard for just peaches, and there are scattered peach trees throughout the island, like in the neighborhoods.
Okay.
But, like, all my non-native fruits are basically the orchard.
Okay.
Just to keep things simpler.
Okay.
I have 3 of each fruit tree in one area. They are planted in, like, random sort of situation. Not necessarily organized by fruit, but also not organized by fruit.
For sure.
Because basically what I'd do is I'd get 3 of a fruit, chop down a tree in one area, and just plant the fruit there so that I could still have that, like, random staggering.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't like it when all the trees are, like, perfectly in a line. But that's it, and I never cash it out. It just sits there. It's in case anybody needs it. Who isn't me. Like my friends who are slow to get into Animal Crossing and that sort of thing.
For sure.
So I have done more scientific research into money trees.
So wait, are you, like, reading published studies, or are you conducting experiments?
Both.
Okay. For sure.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So it turns out that the whole idea of the money tree pattern is an old wives' tale.
For sure.
I mean, I figured, but,
That happens,
But money trees can produce more than 10,000 bells per fruit.
Okay.
You just gotta get lucky.
So the way it works is when you plant bells in the money tree, you have a 70% chance of it yielding up to 10,000 bells per fruit, depending on what you planted. And you have a 30% chance of it yielding up to whatever the true total was per fruit, depending on what you planted. So here's the hot tip. If you have decent money in the bank and you're not, like, dependent on your money trees, I think that you guys are both, like, financially independent and don't need your money trees right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So the hot tip is plant 30,000 bells. Because if you plant 30,000 bells, then if you hit the 70%, you at least break even on your money tree. Because what'll happen is it'll grow 3 10,000 bell bags. But if you hit the 30%, then you get 3 30,000 bell bags.
Mm.
All right.
So it's like strictly RNG, but you have a 30% chance of getting true return every time.
Okay.
Yeah. I did some trees. I did some science, and I was like, okay, here's how it go, here's how it do. It is totally RNG, but the odds are nowhere near as low as some people think.
Okay.
It is 30%, and thankfully there is an easy break-even number to identify. So just plant 30,000 and do it. I made a fossil discovery, and you guys are going to go like, I knew that, Brian. I've known that for years. You're a fuck ass.
What is this, Donnie Darko?
Not necessarily. You make us sound so mean.
So, when you have a assembled skeleton outside of the museum,
Mm-hmm.
if you run up to the skull part of the skeleton,
Mm-hmm.
and you tap A,
Mm-hmm.
it functions as an interaction point.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you have, say, I don't know, an assembled T-Rex skeleton, and you run up to it and hit A, the mouth opens and it roars.
That's neat.
It makes a sound?
Um,
I knew the mouth opened. I didn't know it made a sound.
some of them make noises, some of them don't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Neato.
And that doesn't work inside the museum.
You can't touch them inside the museum.
You can't touch them inside the museum.
Ah, okay.
And, like, I had never thought to try outside of the museum because I was just always so used to, like, getting a fossil, giving it to Blathers, and then if I got copies, selling them. Because I had never tried to create any kind of, like, display for fossils before outside the museum. And so, like, when I started doing all this, like, cool terraforming around my recently moved museum, I did this, like, U-shape cliff area that, like, snugly fits around my museum. It looks like my museum was, like, built into a cliffside. And then I built a ramp up one side of the U, and I put in, like, a pool, like there was, like a little pond, so that it's like there's, like, a intentional, like...
A water feature.
Water feature outside the museum. So when you go up the ramp, there's then another level, another cliff level, and another stone staircase up to it. And at the top of that stone staircase is my assembled T-Rex skeleton. And I was like, man, this looks cool. I did a good job. And I tapped A. And I was like, oh, damn. If I tap A on this T-Rex skeleton and it's daytime, it opens its mouth. If I tap A on this T-Rex skeleton at night, it opens its mouth and roars. That's so cool. So cool.
It is cool, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of like... I have not seen Crazy Red at this point in weeks.
I haven't seen him in a bit either.
And it's frustrating. And this is one of those things which is also, like, frustrating because of, like, how little stuff you can buy from Crazy Red at a time.
One
Yes,
thing.
exactly. And so, like, your primary goal, if you're like me, is to fill your museum. And so the first thing you want to do is buy, like, legitimate pieces of art. And some fake pieces of art have two different fake variations. You guys know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know that there's the regular fakes and the haunted fakes?
Yeah.
Right. It's just frustrating because I'm like, man, unless I become some kind of time-traveling motherfucker, like, how hard is it going to be for me to get a couple haunted paintings for my house? Let's want some haunted paintings. You know? Like, now that I've committed to this idea of, like, building a Twin Peaks room, because Only Me by KK Slider totally sounds like a piece of music that would have been featured on Twin Peaks. And I was like, man, I just want to build me a Twin Peaks room. I want to build, like, the Red Room, and I want to put some haunted art in it. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to get my haunted paintings? And I've considered going down some dark paths.
I mean, do you actually need, like, official paintings? Why not just use, like, patterns and put canvases in the room?
That is because the haunted paintings do stuff, Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them, their faces change. I know some of the statues, like, move.
Yep.
But you could get the canvases as, like, placeholders until you get the thing you want. You could plan it out that way.
All right, but, like, if you want the haunted, scary painting where the eyes follow you around your room at night, you know, like, I'm like, yeah, I can put up a thing as a placeholder, but it's not the same thing.
Well, we can help be on the lookout for those, you know?
Yeah. It's just tough because, like, even if you get a fake from Red, not every fake is haunted. Which is just, like, So it's like the number of layers of RNG that you have to expose yourself to. Because it's like, first you need red to show up. I mean, thankfully at least, and I know this is going to sound weird, there are times that red shows up with nothing but fake paintings. Which is, like, new.
Annoying. It's annoying. Show up with nothing but fake paintings after I've already purchased them all.
I feel like red showing up with nothing but fake paintings is one of the few decisions that's been made in the game that seems to be mindful of the fact that people are playing Animal Crossing now in, like, a much more online and connected and social space. That, like, it's fine if red shows up with nothing but fake paintings to your town, because what about the people in your hashtag Animal Crossing groups? Like, you know.
Animal Crossing in quarantine is the opposite of that Pokemon Go summer.
Yeah.
Can you dig into that and tell me what you mean?
Remember that one summer when Pokemon Go first came out? And we were meeting everybody and everybody was outside and there were people like walking into lakes for Pokemon and shit?
It's probably like the happiest mankind had been in a very long time.
Yeah, and now we have the opposite experience because everyone is inside and everyone is playing Animal Crossing, which is a game where you can pretend to be outside all day.
And build a pretend drive-in movie theater.
Yeah. Is there a big enough screen that you could do a pretend drive-in movie theater?
So the strat is you can take the furniture item simple screen and slide them up to each other because they fill the width of them one whole space. So you'll get something the width of a movie screen if you put like 7 of them beside each other.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So that's the plan. I need 2 popcorn makers now, but like that's a whole other problem. I don't even have any popcorn makers, but
I can send you a popcorn maker.
Cool. When I figured out that you could put furniture on the pier, which is again like something which is probably incredibly obvious to some people, but so it got me thinking about like the Santa Monica pier. And so I started like building a whole bunch of like fun amusements down by my pier. So I put the elephant slide at the end of my pier, so like somebody would get on the elephant slide and then slide off into the ocean. And then I put like the rocky bouncy ride onto the pier. And then like immediately off of the pier, I have a cotton candy stall for people to buy cotton candy. And I also have the teacup ride. So I'm like building out something like the Santa Monica pier on my pier.
What color teacup ride do you have?
I think it's red.
Oh, okay. I have the pastel one.
Okay. And I wish I had the pastel one because like I have my springy horse for riding is pink. And it's like, oh, I've got the springy pink horse.
I could get you the DIY for it. Think I can give you the DIY for it?
Is there DIY for fucking...
Or is it one of the, like, items I have to order?
That's an item you have to order.
Oh, okay. I'll just order you one then. That's fine.
Okay. I can give you the red one I have.
Nah, I'm probably not going to put one out. My island is not fun. My island is boring.
Why isn't your island fun?
I don't have anything out. I have
Why don't you?
Nothing. I'm not doing any, like, major development on it, because I just like it natural. Like, I've been to other people's islands for, like, turnip days and stuff, and it's crazy. They've got all these fancy paths, and everything's all, like, organized really interestingly, but, like, I want to keep the majority of my island layout exactly the same as it was, I've decided. So I just have to figure out, like, an interesting way to make the things that I want to make without adjusting my island too much.
I want to develop, but not overdevelop my island, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want there to be... Because I know I've bitched about these videos before, where people are like, you know, welcome to my island. Here's where the Starbucks is. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, I couldn't. I can't even picture the Starbucks on my island. Because the villagers are so more prone now to interacting with the furniture objects that you put out, I want to create things that are interesting for them to interact with. Something that I see people not doing when they put out the cotton candy stalls is not putting a chair behind them for somebody who would be working the cotton candy stall to sit at. One day I was wandering my island in my cotton candy stall down by my Santa Monica Pier. Flora was sitting at the chair. And it's like, oh, cool. It's like Flora's selling cotton candy today. Neat. And that fuck ass that Rocky burdened me with, Vesta.
What are you mad at Vesta for?
What?
Shit.
What? Vesta's fine.
Okay, you know the stone table beside Nook's Cranny in my town?
Yes.
She sits at that thing like every day.
Why is that a bad thing? She's using the public furniture.
It's like she's waiting for somebody and they just haven't shown up. And I can only assume that whoever she's waiting for is bad.
Brian, I don't understand this anger.
Get her a little coffee and put a little magazine stand there, and then it's like she's reading gardening stuff.
Okay, that's a much better idea and less hostile than mine.
Yeah, which is just punish whoever sits at the table first with Vesta because they've been leaving her there forever. Rude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll put some like magazines out and stuff.
I don't understand why you're mad. Whatever, it's fine. Let's move on. Like, Jesus.
Give yourself like a little library, a living library out there.
Well, I think, Rocky, the reason is that, like, when you told me that you got rid of her twice, it kind of, like, created this whole, like, It Follows vibe around Vesta.
Well, like, she just wanted to leave. Like, I was, like, talking about, like, the fact that I guess she didn't really like my island. Which is fine, I guess.
And what's weird is she asks about you.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
You
That
know?
she still remembers me. Because it really broke my heart when, like, she was gone and then I ran into her, like, on a random, like, Nook Island. And she didn't know who I was. That, like, big hurt my feelings.
No.
So, and that's another weird thing, is that, like, the game recognizes the difference between Vesta and your Vesta.
Right.
Right. So that's Vesta. But the Vesta that lives in my town is your Vesta.
Yeah.
Because she talks about where she used to live.
Well, at least that's nice.
I think they only retain the information for the previous island. So I think if Vesta moves from your town, Brian, to my town,
Right.
she won't remember Rocky anymore.
I want that patched. I want, like, a villager that like, travels across the world and it, like, remembers all of its travels. That would be cool.
Could you imagine fucking Raymond? Oh my god.
Raymond's a world traveler, man. He's lived on islands all over the world.
God, nobody give Raymond that 1,000.
They should keep a copy of the island flag, like, in their home.
That would be dope! Oh, I
To
would
be
cry.
like, this is the island I used to live on. Like, this is the flag.
They, like, whistle your tune and everything?
Oh, that'd be so cute. Oh my god.
I just realized.
But, like, they only have the information from when they were on your island.
Mhm.
So, like, if
Okay.
you've updated it since then, oh well.
So did you guys realize that when you tell Tom Nook, let's hold a ceremony, that the way that the villagers are positioned are based on your current friendship rankings?
No. I never knew that.
Oh.
Yes.
So what does it mean when someone's, like, launched out into the middle of a river drowning? They'd rather be leaving?
That's just like, we can't figure out how to stick all the goddamn villagers where you're having the ceremony.
They'd literally rather be drowning themselves than hanging out with you. Wow.
But and I'm assuming that taking that was probably like a bridge or an incline ceremony.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, which means it just couldn't figure out how to position all your villagers. But, like, the closer they are to you, the closer they are to you.
Hmm.
Yep. Also, that chime that plays when you hit, like at least level 5 in friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at this point, like, I've got 3 villagers in my town who are at level 6, and none of them have given me their fucking picture yet. And I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm at level 6. I'm at level 6. Give me the goddamn picture. Give me the picture. I do feel, like, sleazy, because, like, I know that the way the game values presents is based on, like, the dollar value of presents. And so you can, like, really stack the deck by handing people wrapped royal crowns.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, hey, what's up, Kevin? You know, the pig with tiger coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Here's this fucking royal crown. Whoops, I don't know. Maybe it's not. It's wrapped. Who knows? But, like, the most amusing thing is, like, because the game also, like, scores whether or not the animals will continue to display or use the item that you give them based on how much they like the item, is that, like, now I'll just be wandering around my town and I'll just see my boy Raymond just strolling about because he has a tracksuit he wears in the morning to work out because he works out in the morning and does his yoga. Sometimes he'll be doing his yoga in the morning while wearing his royal crown. And I'm like, you know what? That tracks. That's fine. That's fine. You do you, Raymond. But he has so much stuff displayed in his house now that I've given him that, like, I'm just like, Raymond, I give and I give. Can I please have a picture? Can I please have the picture? Because I feel like the Raymond best friends picture is probably the ultimate vanity fuck off keeping up with the Jones item in the game right now. You're like, not only do I have Raymond, I'm best friends with him.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I just want to shout out that one guy who somehow figured out Raymond's like NFC code so that he can like counteract the black market pricing for Raymond right now. Shout out to that guy. That guy's great.
Yeah.
I'm not good friends with any of my villagers. They can all fuck off and go. I want new villagers. I'd like new villagers, please. Except Bertha. Bertha can stay. Everyone else can go. I'm ready.
Wait, don't you have like a cool angry little octopus man?
I do have a cool angry little octopus man. He's cool, but like, I'm good. I've had Octavian in my towns before, so like, I'm not like upset. It was just exciting to like see an old friend sort of thing. And like, he's still like a cool old man, you know? Whenever I have all my fossils in my inventory, he's like, hey, let me take a look at him. Maybe I'll recognize some from the good old days. Haha, I'm kidding.
Oh, shit.
Or am I?
Man.
Like, he's cool, but I don't know. I would like some new villagers. Nobody has wanted to leave my town in a month. Like, since my last villager left, since Nibbles left, no one has wanted to leave my town.
Have you
Everyone's
talked
just
to everybody
chilling.
every day?
Yeah, I talk to everybody.
Okay.
I talk to everybody. I don't give anybody any presents. I don't send anybody any mail. Well, like, sometimes I'll give someone a present, but only if I think it, like, fits them, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't send anybody any mail or anything. I just, like, and I do favors for them when they ask. I'm just, like, I just hang out and whatever. And nobody wants to leave. It doesn't matter. I ignored Bracolo for a whole 2 weeks. Did not talk to him. Did not, like, go in his house. Didn't do anything. And, like, he's still hanging out. I want him to go.
Have you snitched? Have you been a cop?
Yeah, I've been a cop. I was a cop when he made Bertha mad. But I haven't been, like, a consistent cop because he hasn't done anything since then.
Have you considered lying?
Why would I lie? If I lie, then that makes my future snitchings less effective. In real world logic. I don't know if that applies to Animal Crossing.
Have you hit him with the net?
Yeah. Not like a bunch of times. I always feel bad. I can't be mean. I just want to ignore him and have him say that he'd like to go now. And I could be like, oh, well, if that's what you want, bye.
Animal Crossing discourages ghosting. They want you to hit people with nets.
In the meantime, I have
bullying doesn't work, guys. Like, Jesus.
I have like 90 Nooked Mile tickets saved up for finding someone new who is cool.
That is a lot.
I got one person in my campsite, but it was Tank. And I don't want Tank on my island.
Tegan's sick of giants.
He looks mean. He looks really mean. He'll scare everybody. And by everybody, I mean me.
Man.
And my one friend, she's borrowing the game from someone else, and she got fucking, literally, the first island she went to, she got Chrissy, the pink bunny who sings the bubblegum song. She got her, and then literally the next island she got Coco. Literally the next island. I'm pissed. And then she got Lucky the dog. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's not fair. I got all these weird villagers, and she got all the cute ones. I've never had Lucky in my town. What the fuck? Also, like, her Switch is really, like, hecked up on what day it is, so it was October, like mid-October. Like the date is right, but it's October, and also it was like 4 a.m, so I just caught all the October fish.
Well,
Whoops.
that's nice.
And I got a bunch of crickets too. My museum gonna be good.
I don't know if I'm just like, I'm not bad at fishing, right?
Sure.
When I fish, I always catch the fish. You know, like the awardments that you can get, like the stamps in for Nook Miles for like catching fish consistently in a row.
Yeah.
You know, like I have those achievements. You know, I've gotten those Nook Miles. So, why? Like, do I need to just go sit on the fucking internet and be like, how do I get fish I haven't caught? Like,
No, you just keep fishing, man.
No. Yeah, you just keep fishing.
it's
Some of them is
incredibly frustrating.
Some of it is like fish only come out at certain times of day.
Right.
Fish only come out at certain points, like in certain spots on your island.
Also true.
Like that kind of stuff.
Right.
So like some fish only spawn at the highest, like in the river area at the highest point of your island. And that's the only place it spawns, and you just have to fish there all fucking day with bait until you catch everything.
Right.
Like, the fish that only appear on the pier, they only appear on the pier, but they're also some of the largest shadows. So if you don't care and you have a ton of bait, just keep throwing bait until you get a big shadow. You're gonna fish up a bunch of sea bass, but you're also more likely to get the stuff you need. What are you missing?
You know, and I'm like, and I want to make sure that I'm not bitching about the mahi mahi.
Well, yeah, but what are you missing? The mahi mahi?
A lot. I mean, a lot. Like, I just, you know, like, nothing is really, like, underscored for me just how empty my fish section is than the fucking, like, stamp rally, you know?
Well, there's only, like, a couple fish that show up for, like, certain months also. So, like, some of the fish that left in March aren't going to be back until September.
Right. And I recognize that. I'm fine with that. Like, there are fish I missed in March, whatever. But, like, there are definitely fish that I haven't caught. Just so frustrating.
Is it, like, goldfish? Or is it, like what are you missing?
No, I've got a goldfish, I've got a koi.
Do you have all the goldfish? There's
What
3
is
different
all the
goldfish.
Nope.
Do you have a beta fish?
Nope.
Do you have a neon tetra?
Nope.
Do you have a guppy?
Seahorse?
Nope.
You're missing all the baby fish! Seahorse? Do you have a seahorse?
Yep.
Okay.
Butterfly fish.
Yep.
Okay.
Angelfish.
Yep.
Clownfish.
Okay.
Surgeonfish.
We're just going through the fish now.
No, I think it's
I
it's actually just baby river fish that Brian's missing.
Yeah, it seems like you're just missing small river fish and small pond fish.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, like, the golden trout, right?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that left in March. He won't be back until September.
Yeah.
So don't worry
I'll
about it.
live.
Spend some time with rivers and ponds, man.
Yeah. Did you get a sturgeon?
No.
A char?
No.
Okay, those guys only spawn in the very top, like, whatever your highest river area is. And I mean, like, the tier 2 river area.
Okay. Yeah. And I have the same problem with bugs, you know? Like,
Bugs, like, start showing up more about flowers. Once you start having more of, like, hybrid flowers spread across your island, you'll see more different and, like, interesting bugs.
Yeah.
like,
I mean, there's still, like, a bunch of bugs that aren't gonna show up for a long time now. The crickets don't show up until fall, the cicadas don't show up until summer. And I mean, like, June, July, summer, not, like, now.
so, okay. So, the other day, Flick was on my island.
Mm-hmm.
And I got kind of frustrated because, like, you know, Flick is like, hey, if you bring me 3 of a thing, I can do a thing. And I was like, Flick, I'd really like to bring you 3 Atlas moths.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I can put a model of an Atlas moth, you know, because I know it's freestanding, it's not wall mounted, up on the cliffs I've built around my museum. because what I want to do is I've got my T-Rex skeleton, I want an Atlas moth, and then I'm like, I don't know, like, what big freestanding fish there are.
I have unfortunate news. It is not the oarfish. You'd think it would be, but it's not. That thing's fucking tiny. Ugh.
That's lame.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Yeah, but I'm assuming there is at least one. There is some big freestanding fish.
I was really looking forward to having a big blue marlin, you know? But after I got the oarfish and I'm like, oh, it's not going to be wall-mounted? Fuck that. Now I'm mad. I want a wall-mounted blue marlin. I want my fishing trophy.
Okay, so how small is the freestanding oarfish?
The freestanding oarfish takes up 2 table spaces.
What the fuck is that?
That
oarfish is huge.
Yeah, it's also, like, it wraps around itself. So, like, you see, like, the front half, and then, like, part of the tail is turned around. It is not large at all. It is small. It is not very detailed. I am upset.
How big is Flick's hermit crab? Anybody know?
No idea.
Okay.
If it's anything like the butterflies, it's probably an okay size. Okay.
Because that sounds fun. Yeah, like, so I mean, that's one of the things I want to do is to, like, get, like, a big bug and a big fish to, like, kind of, like, round out the exterior display for the museum. You know, and I also, like, so I made, like, a kind of like a stone square, the same size as the city square, to go in front of my museum. Because I'm like, oh, this is the center of learning for my town. And I threw up a couple street lamps, right by the museum entrance. I wanted the place to look important. Mm-hmm. And I wanted Spaghetti to obviously care about the education of its residents. I also had a revelation recently, because I think that you guys were, like, having some talk about, like, how many residents you need to have in order to hit 3 stars. Mm-hmm. And was there any kind of consensus or decision made by this podcast as to what the minimum amount of residents was for a 3-star town?
It's 9. 8. Oh, is it 8?
Yeah, it's 9 including you.
Right.
8 villagers.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and I think this is, like, I can, at this point, still, like, build another pad. Like, I can still put out another pad for a new resident, but, like, I want to be, like, really, really choosy about it. Like, I want to, like, basically just go somewhere where I know that there is a person that I'm interested in and just, like, get them into my town. But I want to ensure that, like, whoever it is has got a personality that I think is fun, and they're my kind of weirdo, which I guess means, like, reading up on, like, a lot of the villagers who I've never encountered before, and be like, yeah, that's the one. I want that weirdo. And then figuring out, like, what I can do to, like, get that person to come to my town. I'm a member of a Giant Bomb fan group for Animal Crossing, and it's been kind of, like, refreshing compared to, like, the group chat for turnip prices, which I think the 3 of us are in, or at least Rocky and I are in, because that's just, like, a Facebook Messenger group, and then, like, I'll, like, log into the group, and there's, like, 900 messages that will have scrolled. I'm like, I'm not reading all of this. Jesus. But the Giant Bomb fan group that I'm in is a Facebook group, not a Facebook chat. And so, like, different topics will get their own posts, and I'd say there's about 400 people in there, and it's pretty well moderated. Someone will be like, hey guys, I've got turnips. They're 550. Go ahead and join the queue. No need to leave anything. Have a good time. Or like, hey, so-and-so, like, fun villager is in boxes. Does anybody want to give them a home? That kind of thing. And it, like, I'm so used to the conversation around, like, Animal Crossing stuff online being this, like, very bloodthirsty, like, what can you do for me conversation? Like, exception, asterisk, unless it's like close personal friends, like, I don't think I could even picture you guys ever trying to like chisel me for shit, you know?
I could. Would you prefer that experience?
No, that's what I'm saying is that like dealing with your absolute closest personal friends is very different from the general Animal Crossing experience online, which is like, oh, you want this arcade machine, right? Well, I want 10 Nook tickets, like that kind of thing. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, once again, I'm not willing to call that the general experience. I guess it's a pretty common one. Well, my experience with Animal Crossing has been like, you know, soulless scalpers, and then just like really chill, generous people. There doesn't really seem to be an in-between. The fair prices haven't been shaken out yet, but it's just like I asked one person in the arcade machine, they say 10 Nook tickets, and then the other person says, oh, yeah, sure, man. Like, I'll just send it over. Like, my friend code's in my bio. Like, that's it.
Yeah, like, I can't remember what night it was, but like, there was a night where like Rocky and I just like hung out for a while, I think, on my island.
Mm.
And was that the day I gave you the billiard table, or was it the day that I just gave you the arcade machine?
I think it was the day you gave me the arcade machine.
Right. But it's just like, hey, Rocky, you want an arcade machine? No part of me was like, what can I chisel Rocky for? Like, what? How can I lean on him to get more goods and services? It's amazing to me how, like, Animal Crossing has brought out the most amazing filthy capitalist in so many people. Like, ugh. I don't know, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I kind of feel like for me, because like when you start to be able to like articulate your goals for the game, I think that's when you've spent enough time with it. And like at this point, like I think I've got 3 goals for Animal Crossing. One is I want to experience all of the annual events at least once. I want to do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
2, I want to hit 5 stars on my island. And 3, I want to turn my island into a hangout spot. I want people to hang out. When I throw my gates open, people just come and hang out. That's kind of like what made me come back to like thinking about like how bad Nintendo's implementation is for voice chat. It's like so clumsy and weird, and how just like any other game platform, the experience of like just going somewhere and there being voice chat would just be like seamless. But I know that like when Rocky came over, it was like, oh, are we in Discord? Are we in Animal Crossing voice chat? Like there was like some voodoo because Nintendo does not make it easy to just like show up and automatically be talking.
Honestly, man, like with my video game experience, I don't like seamless voice chat. Literally every instance that like I've interacted with where like people can just be a voice in my head is like generally a bad time with like few positive anecdotes.
Well, I agree, Rocky, but like I guess the difference is with Animal Crossing, that's a much more like personally curated experience, and that shouldn't be a problem. Like, so like, I know that there are some people who just like will just friend anybody on a video game platform, but even if what you do is just like throw your gates open, but you also throw out a dodo code, but then you can do something like, say, tweet your friends the dodo code, be like, hey guys, who wants to hang out? Here's my code. There are tools to like make sure that even if just like a voice chat passively activates, that you're not encountering assholes. Also, like passively activating voice chat is something which is possible on both the PlayStation and Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something which like I'm able to, at a system level and a game level, turn off if I don't want it, but it exists if I do.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm just like, I just want voices, I can just really like make that happen. But with Nintendo, like I can't. So like, you know, like there is no like just simple, elegant, give me all the voices right now and make it easy. There's no give me the voices button.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I'm willing to accept, well, people are pieces of shit as, like, an answer for that, because people are pieces of shit, and Sony and Microsoft have, like, both executed solutions that allow for the technology to give you that, like, passive access to, bunches of voices. They've also, like, instituted layers on top of that, which are player controlled, to give you access to less voices.
Sure. But I mean, I guess what I'm saying, I feel like on a fundamental level, I don't think voice chat improves the gameplay experience. And that is definitely like my personal preference, and there are people that will definitely argue with me about it. But on a base level, I agree that like vocal communication can be a positive thing in video games, but more often than not, it either clutters the experience or just like brings in unnecessary nonsense.
And I agree. Okay. Like, and the thing is I have to say, like, in general, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you look at Hearthstone, I never, ever, ever, ever want to hear what anyone who's playing Hearthstone has to say.
Sure. Yeah.
Those are all nightmare people. Like, based on the way they act with access to 6 emotes, I can't imagine what their words are like.
Yeah.
You gave someone an emote button, which is the word wow. Guess what they're going to do?
They're going to spam it.
They're going to spam the word wow over and over again. Or they're going to spam oops over and over again. But Animal Crossing is so intrinsically personally social. Like, it is a game about hanging out with your friends in a place that you have made.
Mm-hmm.
That is the point of the fucking game. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we look at, like, Apex or Hearthstone, they are inherently, by nature, competitive. And, they're, like, even so, like, say, like, New Super Mario Brothers Wii U Deluxe Smothered and Covered Edition, while not competitive, is still at least, like, a cooperative experience working toward, like, a shared outcome. You want one of your dudes to hit the flag every time. Which means that there's something which is still like an active motivation for bad people to yell.
Mm-hmm.
But Animal Crossing doesn't even have that. As a shared space, it is entirely social. And my choices are either like a text chat dialogue, which is like incredibly clumsy in execution, or like voice chat, which is like the weirdest fucking voodoo. Tegan, where do you sit on this?
I don't want to talk to anybody ever.
Really, Tegan?
Yeah, I don't want native voice chat. I want to choose whether or not I talk to you. And even then, I probably don't want to talk to you.
So you don't want the platform holder to supply you with resources to make voice chat easier for when you choose to talk to someone.
No, because I'm already going to be connected to that person somewhere else.
Bullshit.
Fuck it. I don't care. I have the Nintendo Online app on my phone. If I open the Nintendo Online app on my phone and I'm going to someone else's island, it auto pops up with the chat information and asks me if I want to join. And every fucking time I say no, because I don't want to join anybody. I don't give a shit. Don't talk to me. 90% of these people are strangers on the internet, and I am a woman on the internet. I don't want to talk to shit.
Why are you going to Strangers Islands?
Turnip prices.
Why are you going to Strangers Islands?
Turnip prices.
Or Cadillac parties.
Yeah, catalog parties and turnip prices, my dude. I don't want to talk to anybody about anything.
Business. Business alone.
Okay, well, let's say you come over to my island.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you like there to be a reliable platform for voice chat?
There is.
What is that reliable platform?
If you open the Nintendo Online app,
that platform is dog shit and you know it.
You.
It crashes all the goddamn time.
I have not had one instance where the Nintendo Online app has crashed for me. Not one instance.
Are you made of magic?
Yes, I am! I have the best internet connection in the fucking world! We've discussed this!
Where the fuck is that doc? I need that one. That's a title right there.
I don't have connection problems. This is not a problem I experience. Ever. With anything.
The number of things that can cause it to go tits up. You have the phone itself, because you're asking for the app to run stably on everyone present's phone reliably.
Mm-hmm.
You're asking for, oh my god, like, You're asking for the phone to talk to the Switch reliably. You're asking for the phone to talk to the network reliably. Mm-hmm. You're asking for the phone and the Switch to both talk to Nintendo reliably.
Maybe you need a better phone, Brian.
Huh?
Maybe you need a better phone.
Or they could just make a better fucking way to talk to people.
I mean, also, they've never had...
Tegan, you were literally a corporate apologist.
Where you talked to people before. It's their first time. Who gives a shit?
They could issue people, Tegan, a fucking Dixie cup and a string, and you would out here and you would talk about how that's the best possible way to talk to people.
No, I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to talk to people. The most I want to talk to people in any game is in Splatoon, and I only want people to booyah back, and that's all I want. I just want to booyah back. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna this way. I'm gonna ouch when I die so you know where the enemies are, and I'm gonna booyah when I get a kill, and that's it. That's all I want. I want nothing else. I'm happy enough with just the little emotes for Animal Crossing where, I say thank you by doing the little happy dance with the flowers, and then I fucking leave. I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry, I just don't want to talk to people. I don't want to get, when you chat with people in League, all they do is swear at you. I don't want to deal with that. Same with Overwatch and Apex. If you're not playing with your friends, people are shit-talking everybody, and I don't want to deal with any of that. So I just don't, because I don't have to. I don't want to talk to people when I'm playing a game. If I wanted to talk to a person while I was playing a game, I would find a way to talk to a person, but also, I would probably already be talking to them on some other platform outside of the game.
So, your premise is that Nintendo has no obligation to provide a better service which they're charging people for, because A, people are bad, and P, if you want it that bad, you'll have done Nintendo's job for them.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is Nintendo's first chat system. You can cut them a little bit of slack.
No, I can't. It's fucking 2020. Current year argument.
Yeah, this is 2020, and guess what? It's fucking summer, and last week it was fucking winter. Who gives a shit, Brian? If you're this upset about a chat system when there's an apocalypse going on, who gives a fuck?
I don't think
it does not matter. It doesn't matter.
Are you serious? Is this real? Is this real? Are you honestly telling me that I can't hold Nintendo accountable for providing a shit service that they charge for because of the coronavirus?
I'm saying you absolutely can, but I'm also saying I don't give a fuck about it. I do not care. It does not affect me, and it does not bother me. I don't care.
Do you pay them for the service?
I pay them to access the servers, and I can access those servers reliably with both my in-game stuff and my audio chat. This is not an issue I experience, so I do not care about it. It's not my problem. It's not.
It's not my problem is how the Baskin-Robbins reopened.
You know what? There isn't even a fucking Baskin-Robbins around here. Who cares? I'm still doing my part by staying home. If you go out and get sick, that's also not my problem.
I'll tell you what. Nintendo's doing their part to flatten the fucking curve for voice chat.
I don't want to talk to people anyway. It's fine.
All right, I know that I'm running the risk for identifying us as small potatoes when I do this, but sometimes guest host and friend of the show, Joe Spiro, I feel like dragging Nintendo for charging for online but doing a bad job of it is exactly the kind of thing where friend of the show, Joe Spiro, and sometimes guest host, be like, "Dear Impossible Coin, I totally felt Brian's energy."
I mean, I'm sure he will.
I'm just saying, it's not quite the Spiro signal, but it was close enough. Oh, God. Shit. T, what's going on in your Animal Crossing town?
I caught all the fish for October already. I've caught almost all the bugs for October also.
And you have every fossil, right?
I have every fossil.
Nice.
Jesus God.
I have almost every fish at this point. I think I'm missing, 13 fish or something.
Mm.
And most of them don't show up until winter or, like, late summer. So, they're not fish I'd be able to catch right now anyway. That's it. That's it. I haven't done any additional terraforming. I haven't moved any of my buildings around. I'm waiting for villagers to leave, and they won't. I read a whole book. That's about it. I played a bunch of Splatoon last night. Team catch-up. I'm pretty sure we lost. But I did win 2 10 times battles in a row, so I'm pretty pleased with myself.
There was a guy, he had like a 99 win streak on catch-up.
Oh, dang.
Like, I think I saw it, like, on, like, the Splatoon 2 Facebook group.
That's awesome. For a while, I was in a group, this guy who was using, like, a splatter shot for a while, and then he switched to, like, the N85, the, like, zap gun rifle. His name was Tony, and my name was Tony, and we kept, because that's what my username on Splatoon is, and we both kept, like, shooting into rooms at the same time, and it wasn't just, like, we were in the same lobby. Like, we were in the same lobby for a while, and then I left to go get dinner, and then I came back, and he was still there.
Damn it, you should have got a third Tony, because then you could have been Tony, Tony, Tony.
Yeah, right? Tony, Tony, and Tony. That would have been great. But no, it was just Tony and Tony for, like, 4 hours last night. It was really fun. He was he was a cool dude. He booyah'd back. That's all I want. Like, I know I'm not a good Splatoon player. I'm an okay Splatoon player. I have very good days. I have very bad days. I have maps I'm good at. I have maps I'm bad at. I'm only level 29. I'm never gonna hit level 99 because I'm just not gonna play the game that much. But I'm good with the gun I got, and, like, it was fine. I miss Splatfest. I wish they would do more. If they're gonna bring back another one, I think they should bring back the cake and ice cream one. Because that was, like, the test out Splatoon and see how you like it Splatfest. And so I think it'd be fun if it was, like, an official Splatfest. But that's me.
Mm.
That's it. Paid off all my real world debt. Filed my taxes. You know. Made a baby blanket because my nephew turned 1.
Oh man, I forgot about real world debt. Damn it.
Yeah, I paid down my real world debt. And also I played, today there was, recording day, there was a Pokemon Go community day, right? And I haven't played Pokemon Go in, like, a year. And I certainly haven't done a community day since all the social distancing stuff started, so I figured I'd check it out, and let me tell you what, they've done a lot of stuff for people who are social distancing. It's pretty cool. Like, I used an incense because I was just working. My incense was extended from, normally it works only for 30 minutes, worked for 3 hours. Community day, instead of just being 11 to 2, was 11 until 5. And with the incense, every time I caught a Pokemon, a new Pokemon would spawn, and it was always the event Pokemon that was being lured by the incense.
Oh.
So that was really neat.
What was the community day for?
It's for CDOT.
Oh, for sure.
Right at the end, in the last hour of the community day over here, I assume this is the situation everywhere, but for the last hour, shiny spawn was increased. So I got 5, I didn't get any shinies for, like, the majority of the community day time while I was, like, getting them while I was at work. But in the last hour, I got 6 shinies, like, just sitting here while we were, like, getting ready to start. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And one of them was actually pretty good, so. And then also, like, I can see they've added some more Pokestops around. We live near a couple churches, and before, like, one of the churches was a gym, and, like, that was it. All of the churches have updated so that they have a couple locations around them. And my buddy Pokemon can go over and, like, spin the stops and come back and bring back gifts and stuff. And if there are raids going on at those gyms for, like, not even $1, if I wanted to social distance raid without leaving my home, I could do that. Like, otherwise I'd have to drive over to the gym, which is fine. Like, it's in a parking lot. It's not a big deal. But, like, also, because I can see it on my phone from where I am, if I get, the, like, distance raid pass, I could distance raid at it. And it's only, like, 99 cents. Which isn't bad, because now there's, like, further down the road, there's, like, been this little park, but there haven't been any stops there. And now it's got, like, 6 stops in it, and I can distance raid at those gyms, too. And that's what you missed on Pokemon Go. Also, Pokemon Go is doing, like, bonus, tasks, so you can still get a field research for the day, so you can keep your, like, stamp streak going without having to go out and get a new field research, because the game just gives you one. And it's really easy. It's like catch 10 Pokemon, or power up 2 Pokemon, or something like that.
Do you know if there's been any like update to PvP?
There has been, and there's a, like, special research to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the tasks in the special research is to battle another trainer in the Great League, but it's, like, battling a real person, not battling, like, the team leaders. That's not something that I was, like, super into originally, though, so I don't know how much it's changed
For sure.
overall.
I might look into it. I messed around.
The Team Rocket Grunts are still, like, around and stuff, too, so there's that.
I'm just waiting for the Team Galactic event.
I played a game that I expected to love this week.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first game in a long time that I angrily uninstalled.
What game was it?
Super Mash?
Oh, right. That was in one of the directs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I picked it up on Xbox. Oh, man. So, goddamn. You guys know the essential premise of Super
Yeah,
Mash?
they mash up like old school like games, so you could have like a beat 'em up like
Right.
shooter or whatever.
You'd think. So, the game is framed by what is essentially a visual novel about these like 20-somethings who run a game store and how they find they're at this yard sale, and the person who's at the yard sale sees one of them being like generous to a kid, and so they give these 20-somethings a magical game console because of their generosity. They're like, I see you being good, so here's a thing. And so they take it back to their game store, and when they get back to the game store, like, their landlord shows up and is like, I'm evicting you. And you're like, okay. And, like, while landlords are the most reliable and true world of villains, I'm not really sure how them getting this magical game console is going to, like, get to them keeping the store, but I'm sure at some point it'll happen. So, you get the thing, which is called the Play Age console, has got 2 cartridge slots. The available cartridges, air quotes, that you can put in are platformer, Metroidvania, action adventure, JRPG, stealth, and shoot 'em up. That's it. That is it. That's the tweet, as the kids would say. Like, I had to go check. At one point, once I got really angry, I was like, if I continue to play this game for like dozens of hours, would more genres unlock? Answer, no. That's it. Those 6 genres. And so you pick a game for slot 1, you pick a game for slot 2, and from all of the available assets it picks for those 2 genres, it like randomly generates a game for you. I guess the best way to describe the experience of playing these games is, what if you asked someone who hates video games to design a video game about randomly generated video games? What's something you hate about JRPGs?
I don't know, like when you lose just because of pure numbers, I guess.
Grinding.
Okay. All right. How do you guys feel about excessive random encounters that you cannot control the spawn rate of?
Sounds lame.
Like, walk 2 inches, random encounter, walk 2 inches, random encounter.
Less
That kind
ideal.
of thing. Yeah. So, the win condition for each game is also randomly generated.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, here's an example of a game. Here was the game that pushed me over the edge. The one where I was like, you know what? Not today, Satan. The final game that Brian played in Super Mash was I combined JRPG with shooter.
Sure.
And my randomly generated win condition was Save the world. That was all the description it gave me.
Sure.
Save the world. And the modifier was in 7 minutes or less.
Okay.
All right?
I mean, that sounds like a challenge.
It does. And so I'm a little like JRPG dude, but I'm arranged on a vertical, automatically scrolling shooter landscape. And the game has decided, because it'll also decide like what principles of each game it incorporates into everything. Sometimes when you incorporate shooters, you'll have the 1 pixel by 1 pixel hitbox, which is normal for shooters. But sometimes you'll have the hitbox, which is normal for the other genre. So in this case, it's like, nah, your hitbox is the size of the JRPG character. And so you're flying along, and things that it decided caused spawning a random encounter. Successfully shooting an enemy. So here's my little, like, weeby Final Fantasy-looking guy flying along, shooting World War II-style aircraft. And I would shoot a World War II-style aircraft, at which point it would then throw me into a JRPG encounter. My guys versus, like, a B-52 bomber.
Sick.
Right. And that would take, like, a minute to resolve the battle. All the time, the counter for 7 minutes to save the world is ticking down, as it is also ticking out during the, like, unskippable animations at the beginning and end of the battles. So shooting any enemy causes you to enter a battle. Making physical contact with an enemy causes you to enter a battle. Dodging within 20 pixels of an enemy shooting at you causes you to enter a battle. Or just flying along for about 10 seconds uninterrupted, causes you to enter a battle. And apparently, what Save the World meant was there was some enemy at the end of this shooter level I was supposed to kill, which it would have understood as saving the world. But because of the conditions it created for random battles, it was literally impossible to reach that enemy I needed to kill by the time enforced. And one of the things I encountered over and over again with this game is it would serve up a game to me that was unbeatable. The game relishes all of the worst parts of every one of the genres it's in theory celebrating. Like with stealth, it's like, hope you like unreliable vision cones for enemies. Because welcome to unreliable vision cones for enemies.
Ew.
Yeah. And because there are multiple stealth games and multiple JRPG, like there isn't just like one game that it uses as the template for that genre. You know, there are several stealth games and several action adventure games, and several Metroidvania games. Like if you just pick platformer, you can't rely on the physics of the jumps being the same as the physics of the jump the last time you had platformer. Because it's like, oh, this is an entirely different platformer now. There was a time where I combined platformer with Metroidvania, and the platformer that it gave me was physics that felt like Sonic the Hedgehog physics, and the game that I had just played had physics like Mario World physics. Stuff like that, like how much friction your character is going to have when they stop walking, changing from platformer to platformer, and that not being a controllable thing, because when you say select platformer, all you select is platformer. You don't have an option that says Mario World style platformer or Sonic the Hedgehog style platformer. You're just picking platformer, and then it's randomly picking one for you. And I tried to at first like pick mashups that I thought would like organically make more sense, like action adventure and JRPG or platformer and Metroidvania, because those genres are already kissing cousins with each other. And it didn't help. You know, a good example was like I got Metroidvania, and one of the goals I got was that like it threw me into a space that was like Castlevania style Metroidvania, but the character I got was like very much like a Mario one-hit Charlie. He gets touched once and he dies. So like I'm in a Castlevania game where like shit is shooting at me constantly from all over the screen. And the win condition it has given me is unlock the gate to the Skeleton's Keep. And the gate to the Skeleton's Keep is a place that is unreachable because I am a one-hit Charlie because of a swinging guillotine. In order to get to it, I have to pass through an area that requires me to take damage. And I'm like, oh, so I can't beat this mash. Fuck it. And there even is, like, when you load the game up, like this, like, weird apology screen where it's like, hey guys, and just to let you know, not all of the mashes you encounter are going to be good. Some of them will be downright frustrating. But that doesn't mean you should stop playing. Just keep on making mashes. Then you'll get the good stuff. I'm like, no, you're essentially asking me to, like, shovel through hours of dog shit because you couldn't be bothered to figure out how to balance your game. I really wanted to like this game. I wanted to like this game a lot. Like, this game is, on paper, exactly my fucking cup of tea. But it's just so bad. It's so bad. Unadvertised feature of the game is being able to combine 2 cartridges of the same genre. So, platformer plus platformer, or JRPG plus JRPG. At which point it will then just try and, like, double up on what it thinks are, like, I guess, the hallmarks of that genre. So, like, when I did JRPG plus JRPG, it literally strung together 10 consecutive unbroken minutes of random encounters. I never even saw the play space. Because, like, as soon as the battle would end, it would start spinning. It would do that, like, pixel spin, that 16-bit pixel spin, for entering a random encounter. I hate this video game.
Brent, I'm sorry you got pranked by these people. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
When's the last time you guys saw, like, a fucking, like, title card at the beginning of the game, which is like, sorry about the parts of this game which are bad? Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, dude, that sounds fucking fake. Holy shit.
Not to mention, like, the visual novel parts. It's unclear how to advance the plot. I just kept on, like, wandering around the store and, like, what's supposed to happen? And then it was like, help 3 customers make mashes. And I'm like, why do the customers want mashes? And it's like,
That's for us to know and you to never find out.
like, nothing about it makes sense. Nothing about it is satisfying. Like,
oh my god, they pranked my man so bad. Brian, we gotta get him back.
oh my god.
How do we do it? How do we counter prank these clowns?
I don't even, like, the thing is that, like, these devs, because, like, this game made me so upset I went and read about the game.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like, these are people who worked on Scribblenauts.
That kind of
Like-
makes sense to me, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
And, like, I love Scribblenauts. Scribblenauts is, like, a fun, stupid, silly, like, one of my favorite things about Scribblenauts is just, like, typing in the weirdest combination of words and seeing it generate a thing that, like, meets that definition of words. Like,
Right.
poisonous pink cucumber handcuffs. And it would then, like, do its best to, like, create poisonous pink cucumber handcuffs. And Scribblenauts is very, very good at that. And it's, like, very obvious that what this game wants to do is be Scribblenauts. But, like, Scribblenauts is a game which is made by 100 people
Right.
with, like, years and years of, like, QA and balancing and testing.
Mm-hmm.
And this game is, like, made by, like, 10 motherfuckers. And, like, sucks every ass ever. I fucking hate this video game.
Got you slipping, Brian.
They did.
And, like, I hate to see it. I hate to see you like this.
Yeah, no, I mean, they got me.
They did, bro. Like, holy shit.
Oh, man. I mean, they got me.
Is there any news that we wanted to cover?
I did want to talk about a game I don't hate.
Okay.
A game came out this week. I've just started dipping into it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this game as a direct result of hating Super Smash.
Sure.
So the only thing I can thank Super Mash for is making me angry enough to buy another video game.
Mm-hmm.
A game came out called Maneater. Maneater is an open world RPG about being a shark.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good video game.
It is oh my god, it is a very good video game. It is fucking silly and funny and deep as shit. It's very much like, what if GTA wasn't written by 14-year-olds and you were a shark?
Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
And their fan base is like big, passionate.
Oh, man. One of the things I really enjoy about the game is the game realizes that how, like, lascivious and lurid and sensationalist, like, say, Shark Week on Discovery Channel is.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole game is narrated by, like, a Discovery Channel, like, style nature show guy.
Yeah.
Let's say you're just, like, sharking around, doing shark business. You're like, a sailboat. And so you launch yourself out of the water, the right angle, with your chompers open. You bite a guy on a sailboat and then land back in the water and finish eating him. Which is what you'll get the Discovery Channel guy saying, like, coastal attacks were more common when food was hard to find for the sharks. Like, lol. Just the game giving you that, like, self-satisfied, smug nature show documentary narration is the best. Also, the game, like, very much, like, establishes your shark, the Maneater, as the hero of the game. There are these, like, ridiculous, like, shark hunters who are like, we are commissioned by Christ to kill sharks. Like, if I could kill every shark in the world, I would. Like,
Oh, shit.
you know, like, these, like, Cajun shark hunters who are like, I'm gonna hunt down the sharks. And so, like, one of the things you're doing in the game is you're basically like leveling up and like building all like developing skill trees and shit, and just you're basically getting ready for like what will be the eventual confrontation of this game. This game's fucking Ganon is people on these like rusty fishing boat who are like, I'm here to kill all the sharks, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm coming for you. Once I've wandered around this map long enough and I've built up enough skills, and I've done enough stuff, like I'm coming to the part of the map where I know these guys are to fucking deal with them. Like, I could go there now, but I'm not ready. But, like, coming for you, shark guys. It's a very funny game. It's a very silly game. The environments are interesting. Like, it's just so, like, weird. You'll just be swinging around and be like, what's that over there? At which point you'll, like, open up, like, a chain of side quests. It's wild. Like,
Yeah.
It's weird because, like, I think that if you were to tell me 2020's biggest video games are going to be Animal Crossing and a fucking game about a shark that no one saw coming, I wouldn't have expected it. And I think that quarantine is definitely aiding both.
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, get on this shark game. Fuck Super Mash, but get on this shark game.
Brad, I gotta let you know I was never gonna play Super Mash. But, Maneater seems cool. I might wait for the Switch release. Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you are Switch people by default, then, like, yes, it is coming to Switch. But if you are comfortable playing a video game on the PS4 or Xbox One...
Or
PC, you can play it now. So, I guess the question was, is there news other than Super Mash is a pile of shit?
Yeah, I guess. What's the news?
I don't really think there is any. Is there anything that... I think the only thing in general that I think rubs my rhubarb is that, like, it's entirely apparent that Jeff Keighley is going to single-handedly replace the usefulness of E3 with his Summer Games Fest.
I think he has a very good jumping point. We'll see what happens next year.
Yeah. Tegan?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about this week?
No, not really. Nothing's going on.
Then have we arrived at the end of our program?
Well, almost.
Okay.
Oh shit, June 2nd? Oh fuck! Alright, sorry. Yeah, Valorant's actually coming out on June 2nd. I knew there was a release date, I just didn't know when. But hey guys, this has been our show. It's called Impossible Coin. We do it every week. You can find us where most podcasts are found. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Maybe SoundCloud soon. But speaking of SoundCloud, our man, Big Such, kid brother of the show, who made our music, is on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Big Such NJ. You can also hit him up on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. Our logo and t-shirt were designed by Lauren Moran. You can find her on Twitter at Lauren Moran, and consider donating to her Patreon. She does a good business. Speaking of Patreon, we have one of those too. It is patreon.com/Impossible Coin Podcast. Maybe one day it'll be /Impossible Coin, but we'll get there when we get there. We are on social media. It's always Impossible Coin. No underscores or X's or any of that nonsense. In fact, if you see something, say something. Brian's on Facebook and Patreon. I'm on Twitter, and Tegan's on Tumblr. Once again, all Impossible Coin, no nonsense. And that's us. That's the show.
I feel like it is worth shouting out like what's going on with SoundCloud right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have submitted SoundCloud for approval to automatically syndicate from our host. And once they approve it, it will be there.
Gang.
Yep. And once we have that feed, we'll make sure to give you the specific name so that way, if you want to listen to your podcast there, you can. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out and peace.
Bye.
Later.